Trying to full port. You should have full ported these cells right here. The celery play. I was setting things up. I just looked at the charts. I was like, oh, this is lovely. This is perfect. Close below the 4-hour level here. This blue line right here, that's the 4-hour level. You get that closure below, you hold. Man, it was perfect. Whoever took this was ideal. Great celery play. Partials right there at 43. And runner here to 36. Beautiful. Very nice. You did it. Great move. Great move. Well played, sir. I had sell limits right here, but the market ended up messing around. It's made this bottom wick. It had this celery play up here, so ended up closing at break even. And then it took a little while, and then it ran. This was for market open, as we opened up with no bottom wick here. Right? As we were coming up, we had sell limits right there. Kind of messed around there. It took a while to play out, so I didn't have patience for it. This looks lovely to come back up here, right? Because of this level to the left, but not ready for anything here. Let's do some breakdowns. Some breakdowns. I wanted it to fill up. It's very, very quiet in here. Where the people at? Where the people at? Where you at, yo? Sell limits played out though, right? Kept stops there. What did it give you here? Yeah. Over 100. This was a really good move here. On the 15, what were your stops here? 28. Yeah, great move. Not looking for anything here. I think this is the flip of the daily here, right? So we can come down a bit. But I would like to hit these supports, the 4-hour support. See this heavy wick here, right? 170 pips, but there's a more recent level here that we can use. We probably will. We decide to write down here and it doesn't range through Asian here. I got to leave a bit early at around 9:40. Gotta be somewhere at 10. So let's see if we can get there. If not, we'll plan this out. But mark this off. Right, so we have a nice 4-hour level there. We're bullish on the daily, right? Closed bullish. The 4-hour, the previous 4 hours closed bullish. Might be a bit of a later position depending on how much volume there is, but I think we get down here, we can keep our stops safely below here. 96, about 96 pip stop. So if you're on a funded like me on 150, it'll probably be a 2 lot. On my live account, it'll be a 20 lot. Get smaller time. Let's just throw up some smaller time frame levels as well, right? We held here. I think the 15 is a bit higher. Yep. Right there. Perfect. That played perfectly there too. Almost at the daily flip. It almost flipped on a daily, but reacted. Who's there? Not a lot of people. 75. I think it takes about a good half hour for this to fill up. Right, we're at peak at like 9:15. as people start coming in at around 8:30, 8:40. What's up, Jay? What's going on? What's up, Zoom gang? Options, I see you. If Drizza ain't over 100 pips for the session already, it is not a normal day. Something's off. Because whenever there's volume, like I notice you guys just hop in with volume. Yeah. There's one thing you guys all picked up from me. It's trade with volume. Put yourself in a better position. In a better situation to succeed. What's up, Terpy? Yo, what's tomorrow? Wednesday, Terpy. You want to host the Asian session in the Discord tomorrow? How you feel about that? I think you should do it. Let's do it. I'm gonna be there trying to mess up your session. It's good. It's good for you guys to hear other voices, other opinions, especially people that are, you know, succeeding. It's good. I think it's good for me too. Like if we were doing motorcycle lessons, I'd be like, all right, Terpy, have a seat. We're like, like it's all right. I got this tonight. But he's doing pretty good in trading. That motorcycle shit that got him fucked up. At first he said he's not getting back on the bike. Now then he said I'm looking to get my bike back, and then he said I'm looking for another bike. What's TBG? To be gay? To be honest. Now I don't know. You see, when you're unsure, you got to stay out, right? You got to have a plan. If you're not sure, stay out. And honestly, you know, when in doubt, zoom out. And if you zoom out, like, you got a lot of good life left to live, man. Get yourself a fucking... Get yourself a skateboard, bro. You love life? Yeah. So get yourself fucking... If anything, bro, get yourself a bubble. Just get a helmet to walk around every day. I told you guys my story about a friend I had in like junior high. Safety Mike. Told you guys, like, he hit his head once when we were just all chilling, playing around, and his mom was fucking nuts, and she made him wear a helmet. And like for years, we called him Safety Mike because he'd go outside with a helmet. Bikes are dangerous. Fuck. There's no amount of risk management you can use when running up a dumb driver from sea. Dude, I fucking hit a crazy pothole on a bike on a BQ at like $140. My shit just went. No car hitting nothing. Yeah, cars hit you, but there's things you can't fucking control. And my shit started tank slapping, and I had a stabilizer. Bro, I just let go of all the pedals, and it slowly went evened out. I don't. If that shit went like, I don't know how many pieces there of me there would be. Like, everyone who rides a bike has a story. No, everyone that rides falls. Everyone falls, right? It's a matter of like, you either already fell or you're gonna fall. But everyone that rides at some point falls. And this shit is not fun. That's why everyone's got a story, because shit is not fun, and it's traumatizing. So people have it as a story. You could be fucking turning at 5 miles an hour and fucking get a concussion, bro. You're not wearing a helmet, you could die at 5, 10 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour. It's fine. Like, I fell multiple times. I got like 4 or 5 helmets. Guess what? Every single one of my helmets has a fucking scrape going across the face, across the side, or like big. Like, I'm like, yo, imagine not wearing a helmet. You have no face. Ugh. I'll be honest, yo, by the looks of how we're printing right now, this is gonna take some time here. Like, we're looking at a, yeah, it's gonna take some time. We're looking at a good hour with printing candles here. Oh shit. Oh damn. Hand slipped off the chair.
What's up, dude?
Eddie! With the double D. W.
Holy shit, look at this volume.
Yeah. Good volume. I wasn't patient enough on my sell limits. We tap my sell limits here, and then we get this bottom wick, and we flip, and we get this fucking celery plays all over the place. It's closed at B.
Yeah, I think this time change messed up a little bit the market open volume. You used to get like that little first hour, some decent volume, then it kind of died out for a little bit. And
look at that first hour. Look, the shit rode up. The first hour was 200 pips.
Yeah, I was expecting the reversal before then.
You wanted a bottom wick. You wanted a bottom wick here, huh?
I was expecting a bottom wick and then a takeoff.
I don't want to come back up here because we've tapped a really strong level here off the 4. We're able to kind of flip and close bearish. It'll make our life much easier.
I can't believe we're already at 4,000s, dude. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd be judging how old you are by like gold prices.
Yeah.
I remember back in my day, gold was at 1,800.
My first gold chain, I bought it when gold was 1,800. And now that's 3 times the price almost. Damn. I bought it for 1,500. It would be now like 5 grand.
Your kids are going to be trading, bro, on like, they're going to be pissed that you didn't buy a lot of gold, number 1. Number 2, they're going to be trading fucking gold VR, trading view VR.
Remember those gold bills that I have? These are tripled in value now, or double in value.
Yeah, crazy thing is, I'm also saving in gas right now because prices are getting lower. So when they hit like under $1, I'm coming up. Gold's gonna be through the. I'm like 4 times in my, my net worth on that trip to you alone.
Bro, I have a 25-gallon tank. When it's $1 cheaper, I'm like, damn, that's $100 a month.
How many? That's a Wrangler or a Gladiator? What do you have?
The Wrangler, the 4-door one.
Yeah. So how much? What's your full tank? How much you spend?
Like $80, $75.
Yeah,
it's like a 22.5 gallon. Something
right
like that.
now, yeah, that's what I spent. Before, bro, under Biden, I was like $120, $130 every fill up.
Dude, it's crazy, bro. I went to Guinea Springs in my Jeep. and I spent $150 in gas. And then
What
I
do you-
calculated it now, and it would have been like $500 in gas now.
How many miles per
Or
gallon you get on that shit?
Well, before I put my tires on, I was getting like 16. And then I got new tires, and I would do like 12.
It's like Escalade V numbers.
Yeah, dude,
Well,
Jeeps are all trash on their gas mileage. My first Jeep that I had was a 4-cylinder, and I was like, oh yeah, 4-cylinder, I'm gonna save gas, and it was the same, like 13, 14 miles per gallon. The new ones are decent. They do like 20. But they're not the same. They're like different, completely different.
you know, I see gold at like, like honestly like 30,000 in like 20 years. 20,
Yeah,
30
the only
years.
thing that'll
I feel
tank
like
gold is
this rate, like who's to say we're not like at 8,000 like 3-4 years from now, and then like at 15,000 in like 8 years. Like at this rate, I mean,
the only thing that'll tank gold is if an asteroid full of gold lands tomorrow. Even then, we'll be like,
no, even then the government would be like, it's a balloon, a fucking balloon. China.
I saw a video
Trump would
short
be like,
that said
we knocked it out of the space. It was us, asteroid. We invited it. Oh, yeah.
Dude, imagine an alien invasion and Trump's the one to announce it.
It'd be perfect. Perfect. He's gonna be like, build a wall. No, build a ceiling. They gotta come in legally.
Build the wall higher, a little higher.
Build a dome. We're creating dome force.
The big, beautiful dome wall.
Big, beautiful dome. It'll look like a ballroom. Simpsons dome. It was $300 in the 90s. Yo, Jay's here. My parents had a chance to buy it at like $800-900. It's like us having a chance right now to buy it at $4,000 for our kids. Think about 20, 30, 40 years from now to have it at like 30,000. 10x. Yo, what are you doing? The 15 closed bullish here. 30 still bearish. Still below the range. I think we come down further. I think we retest these lows here. The daily needs a bottom wick. Don't ya, daily? Don't ya? Nothing I want here.
I was thinking of like a daily celery play. If we just come down, re-break the previous daily low.
It's going to take a while to work out. It's not going to be like a 15 minutes just smacking. It's going to play around, and then like daily will take a while to work out.
That's why I was targeting sales from the beginning. I was like looking at that daily. I was like, oh shit, if we come down and then flip later. 99,000, here we go. They're going to create new charts for gold.
Yeah, we're going to have a buy limit here. This better come down. 4-hour low. It'd be amazing if this 4-hour can close like this. Like it is, we can open up with no bottom wick. But before then, there should be plenty of opportunity. I'm not big on sells from here because the previous 4-hour closed bullish. If we were going to sell, it's the top of the range like we had in the signal channel earlier. $128 a gallon. Where's that?
Whoa. Let me go drive up there and fill up.
Word. Take my car, bro. Fuck you, put miles on it. Just fill me up. Matter of fact, I'm about to dig out the septic tank. Fill that bitch up. We need gas.
You know you need a license to have a shit ton of gas like that at home?
Building rockets.
That's beautiful.
Yo, I heard some funny ass joke today. You guys heard the elephant and a Mercedes-Benz joke?
Nah.
I might butcher it. I only heard it once. I haven't even tried to I haven't even tried to retell it.
Say it in your head first. Get some practice.
I never need practice. I just kind of roll with it.
Fuck back testing. I'll risk money for real time.
Yo, I heard this shit today. It was so funny. Yeah, basically, some of y'all might have heard this shit. Bear and a mouse, right? Best friends are walking in a jungle on a path, and they fall into a trap. The mouse falls into a trap. I'm sorry, the bear. Start over. The elephant and a mouse are walking on a path, and the elephant falls into a trap. So the mouse is like, all right, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go get my G-Wagon. I'm gonna run to the store. I'm gonna get a rope, and I'm gonna pull up. So he goes, he gets his fucking Benz. He goes to the store, Ace Hardware, gets a rope, pulls up, ties the rope to the Benz, and then fucking pulls the elephant out. It's like, yo, amazing. Thank you. So a week later, they're walking down the same path, and now the mouse falls in. And he's like, help, get me out, save me. So the elephant, you know, what does he do? He puts his dick down the hole, and he's like, yo, just grab my dick and climb out. So the mouse is like, fuck, all right. He goes on his dick, climbs out, jumps out the hole, saves him. And the elephant turns around to him and says, you know what the moral of the story is? When you got a big dick, you don't need a Benz. Yo. Oh, man. Sorry, we're not safe for work here. This shit had me rolling.
Hey, that's valid.
Mods ban him. Hey, kids, hide your.
Man, I hate how people like judge people by the car they drive.
I didn't remember the joke fully until like halfway into it. Wait, how does that go?
My girlfriend's brother has every car that you would make fun of somebody for. He's got the Tesla, he's got the big ass lifted truck, and then he's got a Mercedes.
He just likes pissing people off.
Every car you would make fun of somebody for.
He just likes pissing people off. Why not short this to the new lows? We could form a support here. I mean, we could short this. I want this to come down, but that's not what I'm gonna bank on. Right, Key, you want to short it here, you'd probably have to keep a stop above here. There's nothing telling us we're not going to break that high, retest these highs again, right? We're still at support. We haven't closed below support. If you were looking for the sells happened up here at the celery play. Right there, those were your sells. When to break it at low. That's it.
Right. Trades.
And it ran, it went to target. Now you kind of have to wait for it to close below here again. And I think we'll see a reaction to this. If we don't, I mean, that's deep drop. So we see a reaction there. I think I want to keep stops below here. I'm debating where I want this. I think off the hourly is where I want this off here. Yeah, that'll be good. Stops here. Here, we have no guarantee right now that we're going to break this low. We don't want to sell into the support. We want to close below it and then start breaking whatever support is made below it, right? The limits were good. The celery play was good. Now you got to wait. Gotta wait. Gotta miss. You guys didn't like my joke? Thought the likes would increase. Wasn't my best work. Thought it was hilarious. Told it to my girl. The first person he decided to tell it to wasn't your boys. It wasn't a party. I tell my girl. Would you consider jumping on sell if it taps the 15-minute FVG? I'm not sure, man. I don't know what an FVG is. People have tried to explain it to me, but I forget as soon as they explain it. It's like meeting a new person, right? They tell you their name, but you understand their irrelevance in your life. You kind of disregard it, and then you like don't know it, and then by chance you see them again, and they're like, "Hey," and I'm like, And that's kind of how I feel about FVGs. Like, "Hey, it's like that person I never remember." It's so foreign. I don't have friends overrated. Yeah. I tend to agree with you. A lot of people have ulterior motives. Everyone.
I've had the same friends since I was like 6 or 7. I guess you would call them family by now.
Yeah, friends really, true friendships develop as you grow up together and go through and experience things together, things that bond you, right? You have to experience things with people to create a bond.
Yeah,
Right.
getting arrested together.
You get arrested together. You like, yo, not most, but a lot of my close friends over the years, I've met by fighting them, getting arguments with them. And like, for time, like, because you went through it together, you kind of heated each other, or like, you've experienced something great together. Like you went to like one of the best concerts ever together, right? You had the fucking best trip on shrooms together. It's just, you went through experiences that were like stand out in your mind and like people can relate to. And then you're like, all right, create a bond over that. And usually that happens when you grow up with people because you have no choice because you're always together. So you go through everything together. Getting chased by your parents, doing bad shit in the yard, right? Fucking, putting shit on the neighbor's fucking lawn or whatever it is, dip and dash or whatever that shit is, fucking ring the doorbell and dip, But you need to go through experiences with people in order to create bonds. Otherwise, you're just like, all right, because you don't know the quality of the friendship, right? It has never been tested when you're just around people you know for a long time. Like, oh, we're friends. They come over and be like, no, you really have the. Let's test the quality. People really throw that word, just like love, friendship. They throw that word around, like, because there's acquaintances, there's people, but like friends used to mean something, like having friends used to mean something. Now, like, I think it's all Or maybe it's just us. The fact that we get older, we start seeing through people or seeing through the bullshit. So we're like, I don't think that's something that I need in my life. And I don't think that's a bad thing.
Facts.
It's peaceful, right? But you want somebody there to make you soup when you're older, right? I think you should really invest in family. And
Yeah, there's a fine line. Like, you don't want to be too invested in other people because then their drama becomes your drama and their stress becomes your stress, and you're trying to figure your own shit out. So that's why family is the best. Instead of having 9,000 friends, everybody's calling you, telling you about their problems, and this, and that. It's too much stuff. Too much. Not interested.
I think it's not about like, yo, I have friends that would do that, and I have people that aren't friends that would do that, and you know, tell me about a whole bunch of stuff, or being like, everybody can be annoying or have a lot of problems or be overwhelmed. I think still, once again, what separates my interest in the conversation is the experiences I've had with that person. How tight of a bond do we have? Like, have we, like, are we dialing each other up on the same level? Like, are we on the same head, on the same understanding? Because, right, if our relationship's been tested, then they know where I stand. They're kind of, you know, they're gonna approach me different in their head. Different. So I don't know. Like, I'm wary of people that I haven't had too many experiences with, right? And I'm a little bit more relaxed with people that I do have experiences with. But I do find that the most maturity and the biggest growth that people have in their lives is when they vibe alone. And when they're able to be content with being alone. When you're able to be at peace and find happiness in moments of solitude and, you know, and I wouldn't say loneliness, but being alone. If you're able to find enjoyment in that, that's where improvement happens, because now you can focus on things you really need to focus on while enjoying, you know, the peace, while enjoying the solitude. A lot of people don't like the quietness, being alone, you know, the endless trail of thoughts, endless wheel of thoughts spinning in your head. But if you want to figure out how to control it, you got to vibe alone for a while where you find self-improvement. And I'm not saying everybody, I'm telling you just from experience for myself and from what I've seen from other people who have gone through it. I was like, what was their secret? Did they need to hit their lowest lows? I always thought that they're hiding because they've hit rock bottom and they're trying to figure it out. They're not hiding because they've hit rock bottom. They're hiding because they understand that all that, everything else, all that public shit, it won't get them any results. So they decide that they need some alone time to get better. It's not that they're embarrassed or scared to be out or that, you know, they really fucked up. It's just they're humbling themselves and really saying to themselves, like, damn, I'm not as invincible as I thought. I need to get better, and I'm going to do it now. It's life humbling you. And then you got to find happiness in that. Not frustration, not hate, not blame. Truly get content. I drive and don't listen to shit a lot of times. I just be thinking in my head. Yeah, I drive a lot in quiet also.
I used to do that when gas was cheap, not anymore. Now I'm driving and all I think about is like, oh fuck, there goes $5.
Man, I would cut you off if gas was cheaper.
Bro, yes,
I would chase
dude.
you down if I could afford it.
I don't accelerate hard for a reason. I'm like, I could cut you off, but I don't my light's on. Let me wait.
Yeah, man. I would race you off this stop sign if I could afford this shit, my man. Real recognize, real. I do appreciate you. You're honestly satisfying. Yeah, it's just experience, just whatever I went through. The 30's lower, the hourly's here. How far away are we? 34, we're 150 pips away. But I do think we get here. 19.7, I think 20.1 will be entry. 20.1. 41.20. We gotta get rid of that one. Just coming down halfway here, pulling back up. Does this flip the 4 hour? It does, yes
Yeah.
indeedy. Yes indeedy. Four-hour stops are scary though. 166.
I don't know about you, but I lowered my lot size with gold after watching these 1,000 pip Asian pumps. I'm like, all right.
It depends. I get a 40 pip stop. I'm in there for 5 lots. But at 100 pips, it's going to be a 2 lot.
Dude, it's baffling. I remember sometimes I go back to the old streams and I would look at the trades and we're talking about taking 100 pip stops, 150 pip stops, and now like some of these ranges are one candle is 100 pips.
Yeah, but we're still slaying it. Right? It stops slow.
Yeah. Just
It's
refining and getting better at sniping it.
I posted the results for the month in the signal channel. They're up 18% on losses.
Beautiful.
There's a 15 pip loss in there, but it was at a low lot. So when there's less than 0.05% change and balance, then the system recognizes that a break even. Yeah, so signals technically are undefeated for the month. But you don't need a lot. Posted 18% in the first 10 days of November.
Insane.
So whoever's in the signal channels, I wrote it. I was like, you guys are eating steak. You can afford a loss or two.
Not steak, they're eating lobster.
Surf and turf. Surf and turf.
Yeah.
It ain't no
And they're
fish and
tipping-
chips.
And they're tipping extra.
You're gonna see a quick pop here. But like these 40 pips has to be a quick pop. How the market usually does it. It doesn't grind through this area. It'll pop through it. People able to copy the signal trades automatic. Well, you'll see a sell limit, buy limit, sell stop, or buy stop posted. As soon as I do it on my terminal, it's posted in the signal channel. 0.01 second delay. Less than 1/10 of a second. Instant. Well, show me this 40 pip drop. 41.29 incoming, ladies and gentlemen. I used to take these a lot, but then again, there are times when it rejects and you have no stop here. So technically your stop should be above the range there. Ground sells 41.49, big push. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, we had sells there too. I think if you missed it there, the seller replay was perfect. Oh. Hey, Reggie, I haven't heard back from them yet. I'm guessing because it's Veterinarian's Day. Let's see.
How are scammers? Do they think people are like dumb, bro?
Yes.
Like this, bro, I got a DM. It goes, for years, I've been suffocated by work, blah, 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 blah. Long thing about depression and anxiety. And they're like, but I'm going to be dying soon and I'm going to be leaving you $79,000 in a crypto wallet. Here's your login information.
Buy my course.
What the hell is wrong with these scammers? Who the hell would... That's crazy.
They must know you're a trader. Figured it had to do with trading. I'm about to say that's definitely Alex G or PJR. Oh, how quick will this pop be? Scared of this shit. Strong daily level. Give me this on this 15. And the 30's still open here, right? But 15's going to close bullish, so I'm not going to look for anything on the buys here. I'd rather us close above this area if we're going to look for buys. All right, we're going to close above here, the most recent. I mean, 15's got to close probably like it is right now. Then the 30's going to have, the 15, next 15's going to have to do this. And then if the 30 then looks like this, right, we can look for buys to retest the highs here. Probably even break them. Gonna need to close above this most recent level, 41.40. I don't know if they're gullible. They're just lazy, right? Well, some people are gullible, yeah, but some people are lazy and want a quick look. Be careful here. You see that? You see this 15 here to the left? Right? We came down off these levels. Looks like we're holding support. An onion here, break at the highs to take you up. You know, higher time frames are bearish or have flip bearish. So be careful. You want to close above the most recent. At this point, you wanted a closure above there. And you might close with no top wick here on this 15. Right? So you might see a top wick and then the market down. Tough closure. Strategy, price action. Alt this 13. Good evening. Price action. Give me a sec. Right, and I understand, right? We create this bottom wick probably of 41.36, flip up, but the fact that the previous candle has no top wick, aka no more range, right? 30 still open, flip bearish, and we have not closed above this most recent resistance on the 15. Quite a few reasons to stay out here. So just wait, be patient. Wait for this to either close up here, right? You'll get it and you'll have a wick, right? Wait for the wick to be created. So if you get and close, have this wick, and then next candle, you trade, right? Break at a high. First, you're gonna have to get a bounce off support. But until this happens, everything else is just noise, right? Or if we break down here, we're able to completely break down, close below this area, retest this range again, come up here, but fail, right? So let's draw it out. You're able to do this here and try to come back up here, but fail. Then we can look for that similar celery play. This, and then break of these lows after creating a top wick, bouncing off resistance, breaking support. You can kind of take that break at a low to retest the next level. Entry would be here. For now, you have to wait. Everything else is just noise. And if we start coming down here to our 4-hour levels, right, that we spoke about, this blue line, that will be a buy limit right off that level, and we'll keep the hourly stops here probably below this or below that wick. That's 41.10. That's about 100 pips. Capiche?
Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Thank you. Or we wait 11 minutes here for the hourly closure. But we can talk. We can kick it. The swing arm is so fucking long. It extends. The swing arm is so fucking. Oh, whoa. Thank you. What's up, gang? Talk to me. Gonna burn one down with it. Yeah, right here, right now, just not on screen. PO's watching. Go ahead and use the top one. Nope. Well, yes, and they've been resolved, so all positive. You guys ever trade silver? No. A very similar movement. It moves very similarly to gold.
Oh, I thought he said, "Do you guys ever trade sober?" I was gonna say never, but he
Sober?
said silver.
Well, it depends on what the definition of the word sober is.
California sober.
No, that's kind of like fucked up and be okay with it. Like there's sober where like you could do shit, but you could function on it and you're pretty productive because you just have high tolerance. Or don't have high tolerance and you're unproductive and it's a crutch, right? So it just depends on the person. Overall, I don't know, that wasn't even the question, but overall you guys shouldn't do it. Because this is one of those do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, fact. That's not for everybody.
Good rule of thumb is to not do it, but like you can, like some people are good. My dog's staring at me for permission to walk outside. Go, go, go. You want to freeze your ass off? Go. He knows he's got to lay down on the ground. And what happens to dogs when they lay down on the ground? They're laying down on their nuts, right? You got to freeze his ass off. He doesn't want it. And he barks at me when I walk away, like when I go towards. He barks at me when I go towards the door. Thinks I'm gonna leave him. Always here for the fire. W. When did you start trading? 2018. August of 2018. Was a long night. Is there any videos about your journey? OnlyFans, brother. There's I don't know. Show up to the streams. My journey is the last half a decade. It's all on streams. It's 2020, 2021. Yeah, we're in South Florida, bro. You're on the West Coast over there. We're up north. By the way, thank you to the 200 that are in here right now. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining us. I'm honored to be your Leonidas. Lead you into battle. Circa Orlando. Six minutes for closure. You trade any specific hours? 8 a.m. and 8 p.m. every single day. Is it a great spot to short now? Well, don't ask. How about you give me your opinion? You obviously think it's a great spot to short now. So explain it and maybe we can like walk through it. Why do you say it's a great spot to short now? 15 resistance? Let's walk through it. Blessed to find your channel. Well, now you got to bless yourself. Don't deny my blessing. If I'm over here, show up. We're going to be streaming 8 a.m. New York session tomorrow. Well, we do this every day, so just show up. And don't quit if you take a loss, or 2 or 10. Keep showing up. Keep optimizing, keep upgrading, keep improving. What you're doing right now is you're kind of setting your trajectory. You're trying to figure out you want to go sideways, you want to launch yourself straight up, you want to launch yourself at an angle. You're really trying to figure out the angle of your trajectory. And once you get it, you just rinse and repeat, really scale that, right? Start pre-market? No, we start at 8 p.m. I was on the charts at market open, but the stream starts 8 p.m. Tomorrow, Turpy has agreed to host a stream, and it's not going to be on YouTube. It's going to be in our Discord. So go join the free Discord, and tomorrow will be free stream in the Discord. Turpy's a savage too, so go fucking join him. Go learn something. Ask questions. You know what? Don't just sit there. Just ask questions. You think I like sitting here and making up questions to answer? No. Some of y'all be looking at the questions. I read something and you'll be looking for it in the chat. It doesn't exist. I made it up. I find it useful to discuss. When Don was talking about having 8 viewers and having to do that, shit, I got to do that with 200 in here. Yep. Shout out to Don. Love that guy. Benny, come inside if you want to live. Come with me if you want to. Benny, where are you? Oh, you're inside. My bad. That was a reflection. I see him in the door. Inside. Just a reflection of him inside. Shout out to Don for, yo, he told me you're in his class. I'm happy you're trying to get as much knowledge as you can, bro. Turpy, no stream in Discord Asian? Tomorrow. Turpy will do it tomorrow. Yeah, Don sees everything. Be careful. Yeah, I see us making that top wick coming back down, right? But there's nothing saying this can't flip right back and close up here. I just believe, remember what we drew out, I believe, based on experience. That's how it usually prints here. We go back to it, right? This is what I think we're going to see here. Sorry, too much. It's got to be like this. This is what we're looking for. Right? Just a replay of this. Back down, close. Entries right here. Attempt to come back up in range, fail, get a closure below the level. Once the support is established, and we're able to drive off resistance and break the support here, take that. Same thing here. Still holding for now. Where's your TP after that? At the hourly support, 4 hour. 4 hour probably right there, the blue line. I need to boost the Discord. Last time we were at full at 50. Do it later tonight. How many boosts does it need? I'll drop. Boost up the servers, gang. Let's go. Turpy wants to do this for a lot more than 50 people. I'm sure you would get like a good 100 in Discord if we boost it. All right, so the hourly's closed. The hourly's closed bearish, but it's little support. Thirty's bullish, 1 hour bearish. I don't know. Do we come back up in range like we did here last time? Or do we break down, retest the 4 hour low? The blue line is the 4 hour. See that? That's the 4 hour close bullish here, creating a 4 hour support. This area. And I mark up a blue line, then I drop time frames to see if there's a viable position limit entry off that area. And I think we can get one here based off the hourly, right? At around 41.20. Keep our stops below this wick, a little lower right there, that wick. And I think we could see a good reaction back up here to 41.30 area. Markets make a decision. Could come up, could come down. So try not to get ahead of it. Just let it show its hand, see what it's, tell us what it's going to do, and then we'll hop on. So on the 1 hour bullish, no wick candle. Right here. Yeah, it's support. You see, we bounced right off of it right there. I got it a little bit lower because there's a level right before that, but that's definitely a support right there off the 1 hour. I just don't want to do this because we still need to close below here. Good area for bios. Bit skeptical of it. Good stop too. 38 pips. Probably could have went 4 or 5 lot on there. Sometimes it'll do that. Market sometimes will provide you really good stops. We can close above here. We'll look for some buys. Big if. Give me a sec. I gotta run to the bathroom. Don't forget, I gotta run early today around 9:40. We'll call it a stream. So if we don't set up by then, I mean, we'll go over what we want to see. But for now, looking decent, right? Coming up here, it's gonna make a decision up or down, I think, on this candle. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. You can peel them off, yeah. Buys, you just aim at the next resistance level, or do you also trade LIE? What that means? Liquidity? Yeah, trade liquidity. Trade price action. I don't really know. I don't really care how you describe it, what the name is. Like, we do what we do, right? We build a narrative and we act upon it. I have a specific setup I want to look for. It's just things that play out in the charts where we could take advantage of it. There are many different ways we can have an edge. Yes. No, don't give it to him. He's not allowed to have citrus. No citrus. You could give him a string cheese. String cheese. Give him a string cheese. Close that door, please. Thank you. Five minutes here. 5 more minutes. See if we get that closure. I'm okay here with the 15. After tapping these lows, get that closure above. Bottom wick, break of these highs. Be good to go. Zoom door. I did. I pressed it. It's just stuck for some reason. Just joining. Well, I don't even want to let you in. What'd you do already? So this 15-minute close and create bottom wick. Is that good to get back to the highs? Yeah, we're going to look for buys if it gets closure above this most recent resistance. Get a bottom wick in the next candle. We break the highs on this previous one. Yeah. Gotta close first. Gotta close first. Yeah. Close, but no cigar. Cigar has a very small wick. You could argue that this is a support right here. And we're gonna bounce up, break these highs. We just still don't have a closure above this resistance, but people could identify that as the previous support closed above and the close back above, right below above. I'm really skeptical of this 30 flipping coming back down, right? That's the hourly. Previous hourly is bearish. So don't need to get that closure above this most recent. Right, I'm okay if it comes up from here. I'm okay. Like we set up so often, you don't want to take arbitrary positions. You want to take things that you're comfortable and confident in, because confidence takes away the impulses during the trade, right? You know exactly how your trade should go. 30 close above would be better. Yes, absolutely. Let's go water, man. Maybe 9:30. I don't feel like it's ready either. But if we get there at 9:30, it's gonna be a bit tough for me to get in a position. I have to leave at 9:40. We'll see. We'll see how it closes. Maybe it'll be good enough. Where am I going? I gotta see some family before they dip. Love from India. Thank you, India. Love you too. Oh, now, big dog. Gotta get dinner. Forgot to place an order. Applebee's. All right. All right. Or you? Hi, yeah, he is. What up, Jorge? What's up, man? Kenny, what happened to you? Couldn't get in the Zoom? Oh, man. Who want the smoke? No one in Toronto. Here in Buys. Nice. Look with the snow. 333 here. 30. Hourly coming down here. Cabs up, howdy from Texas. What up, Justin? Yes, sir. Howdy. Sounds like a German car. Howdy. Howdy. RS 6. Howdy. Minutes. This looks terrible. It's ugly. Did I play too much? Yeah, you can't outroll or outsmoke Kenny. He's on an Olympic team. Up and down in the same range. Yeah, very ugly. Kenny joining for the last minute of the stream in the Zoom. Welcome. He had to pull up just to smoke on stream. That room ain't smoked up right now. Better come correct. Better see you walking out the fog. Like a Drake intro or something at a concert. In the last minute. Gonna come down in the last minute. Ain't got the time. One thing you got time for is this. 30 seconds. Twitching. It's twitching. Wondering about the gold short. Well, the 30 is going to close here in 10 seconds, and this looks terrible. That's a really ugly closure. That's ugly. Yeah, gang, I'm going to call it a session here. This is pretty disgusting. I'll be here. If I see something, I'm going to get back in about an hour. So if I see anything setting up throughout the evening, before I go to bed, obviously I'll call it in the signal channel, just like we did earlier. But if not, I'll see you guys here tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp, okay? So show up prepared, get your top 1 futures accounts, 55% off, use code WIX. Other than that, hasta la pasta. See you guys in the morning at 8 a.m. for our New York session, all right? As for me, my time here is up, and just like that, another Asian session is in the... Thank you guys for rocking with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.